Hey, what's up, Kane? It's your boy Nitty. Hey, man, just I don't even know what to say. For Miami to be considered as a championship team, we didn't see that last night. We didn't see them seize that moment, seize the opportunity. You ranked number 2 in the country, and you playing against an unranked team. But besides that, you playing against a conference game. So the ACC games are playoff games. So Miami did not come into that game like it was a playoff game. Louisville played like that was a playoff game. They came in there and took it. Miami is not good enough on offense to make the pre-snap penalties that they make. They make way too many. And for Mario to be this former offensive lineman and bringing in the trenches, and that's what they keep highlighting. A lot of the mistakes are on that side and in that area. The offensive line makes too many pre-snap penalties, and some of those are costly because it kills drives. You got a 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3. Man, that's a big difference to turn that into a 3rd and 7 or a 3rd and 8, because the offense is not, I don't think it's creative enough to be able to overcome some of those situations when you have a 3rd and 2 to be able to execute that. We probably could 9 times out of 10 get a 3rd and 2 by running the ball up the middle, because that seems like that's all we can do as far as our running game, and then get the offensive line, getting that push that we normally see. But they put them in 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8. This team is not consistently enough able to execute those type of plays in that pressure cooker moment. Carson Beck, yeah, he made he 4 interceptions. Should have been 5 if they didn't get the hit on the quarterback. But let's just face it, Carson Beck is not athletic enough to make the mistakes that he makes. He has to be a pocket quarterback to be able to win it with his arm. Similar to how Louisville quarterback looked. From the pocket, let me use my arm to beat these guys. Carson Beck is not good enough to he's not good enough in the pocket, considering he don't have the athletic ability. Because there was times where he could have ran for a first down. There was times when you see, especially I think it was down in like inside the 20, play broke down on a 3rd down. He's running, and the linebacker just tracked him down. He just doesn't have the athletic ability to be able to not be as talented in the pocket, if that makes sense. He wants to make that big play instead of doing the check downs. I don't know what he sees out there. It just seems like he trusts his guys, which is good, but you can't be stupid with the ball. You can't turn the ball over 4 times and expect to win a game. The great thing about it is 3 turnovers throughout the game. I know the last one came on the last play that Miami had, but they got 0 points off those turnovers. 0 points off those turnovers, which is kind of strange. So to me, offensively, we just not good enough. Not good enough to win a championship. Not good enough to win the ACC, because I'm looking across the ACC, and there's going to be some tough games down the road if Miami does make it to the ACC championship game, because you're gonna get the same type of pedigree as you got against this Louisville team. We had no answers for that. Offensively, our best the best play that our old coordinator think that we have as far as running is up the middle. You got to get more creative than that. You don't think Ohio State or who teams that you may line up with against in the college football playoff are not going to just pack the box and say we want Beck to beat us? That's exactly what the game plan was today. Let me stack the box. Well, let's confuse them in the secondary, but let me stack the box. You're not going to beat us running the ball. Fletcher is not get you. You're not get. I mean, what we had, like 60-something yards rushing between 2 to 3 running backs. That's not going to get it done. That's not championship caliber football. Look what they had. Look what they had as far as production. You got a receiver over 100 and something yards, a running back over 100 something yards, a quarterback that's throwing for like 200, 50 plus yards. I'm not sure exactly what the box score was, but what Miami did last night just was that's not good enough. That's not gonna get it. That's not gonna get an ACC championship, and that's definitely not gonna win you a national championship. So they got to regroup. I see some signs of some things that I'm concerned about. I'm concerned that we don't have enough consistency out of our running game. We don't. There's not a lot of creativity. There's not a lot of consistency in the running game. We saw that in the lulls against Florida. We saw, well, that's just shit. We could back up. We saw that against Notre Dame. We saw it against Florida, and we saw it against Florida State. You see it. I know Hurricane fans. I know y'all see what I see. That there comes a time in a game where things just stall out. We can't. There's no production. There's nothing. Starting drives. Louisville put us in drives where we had to start from, like, a lot of times inside our own 20. That means that you have to be disciplined on offense to be able to get that to get points, whether it be a field goal or touchdown. You have to be consistent and you have to be disciplined. Miami's not that on offense right now. Midway through the season, the offense is not disciplined enough to be able to go on a long, sustained drive consistently throughout a game, especially with the game on the line. They're not good enough for that. And if you look at last year's team, Miami was able to come back because you had a quarterback like Cam Ward. If you had a deficit, down by 2 touchdowns, down by 3 touchdowns, we know what we went through last year. This offense this year, not built to come back. This team is built to just grind you down if you're able to get some push out of the running game. This is not a come from behind type of an offense. Beck is not that guy. And for us to have to come from behind, wasn't a big margin last night, but still you had to come from behind because Miami played from behind the whole game. Just not able to get it done at the end. Not clutch enough to be able to get that done. That pass out there in the flats, I mean, Beck said that the receiver turned the wrong way. It is what it is. We shouldn't even never been in that situation. Let me flip on the defensive side. Defense did not play good enough to win the game tonight. And when I say didn't play good enough, yeah, I know we made the like I said, they had the 3 turnovers. And there were no points. Yeah, that on the defense, that's great. We will give the defense that. But let's put some asterisks next to that. There were by at least 3, maybe 2 to 3 interceptions. I think Frederic and maybe somebody else missed in this game with the game on the line. I mean, I'm talking about in that fourth quarter. When you miss those interceptions, you give the other team opportunities to either keep drives going or to kick a field goal to get more points against you. You got to be able to close those out. Miami's not on that championship caliber level yet. I'm not saying they won't get that this year, but there's a lot of things to clean up, even on the defensive side of the ball. The game plan tonight was easy. Take Messidor and Bain out of the game by throwing quick passes. Okay, defense, you got to be able to adjust to that. Quick slants and things like that. So many missed tackles. Things that I think they can clean up. I think the defense is much better than it was last year. They can clean up some of those things. We'll see. We've seen this in the past where Miami will get into a situation where you lose one game and then it's just a free fall. You lose the next one, you might win one, then you lose another one. We lost 3 of our last 4 games last year, right? Including that bowl game. It was just a meltdown after that Georgia Tech loss last year. I think we lost to Georgia Tech. I think we beat Wake, and then we lost to Syracuse when we needed that Syracuse game. And then we went to the toilet bowl and lost that to, what was that? Oklahoma State or Iowa State? I don't even remember. But regardless, it was a team that we probably out-recruited, and they came in and kicked our ass. So, once again, Louisville came in and just took it. They took it. Miami didn't want it bad enough. Beck, shell shock. Kind of reminds me of some of the days back in Ja'Cory Harris when you just throw all those interceptions and you just don't even know what to turn, don't even know what to do. Can't bench him. The guy that's behind him is not ready. And I put that on Mario. I put that on the coaches. We have nobody waiting in the wings that can take this team to a championship caliber team. So the team ain't ready yet. Midway through the season, long way to go. They got a lot of work to do. They got to clean up a lot. You got the next game against Stanford, team that we don't really see. These are dangerous games for the Hurricanes because we haven't seen these teams before. So I think Miami gets the win next week, but you never know. You never know what team you're gonna see. I don't trust this coaching staff. I've said that before. I don't trust Mario in-game coaching. But the team, they put up a fight. They tried to come back, just fell short. You can't. It's hard to overcome those drive-killing turnovers. But anyway, that's all I got, man. Got to regroup, Canes. Got to regroup. We got to get back in the win column. They're gonna tumble. I think they're gonna tumble far in the polls because it was an unranked team. I think they're gonna probably be 20. I know people think I'm crazy about that, but I think they'll probably be 17, 20, somewhere in that range because they were at home. And the way you lost, you trailed the entire game. So anyway, that's all I got, Canes fans. We got to regroup, man. We got to regroup. We've seen this before. We felt this before. We always in these type of situations. Seem like every year, there's always some type of something happening. You get that first loss, and then let's see if they can regroup. I think they can. I think this is a different group, but they got to get better. We got to get better on both sides of the ball. Got to get better. Got to get more out of that offense. Got to get more. Got to get some more turnovers on defense. I know we got the one. I guess the two. I think we had an interception and a fumble, but we missed. We left a lot of football out there. Anyway, go Canes. Let's kick the shit out of Stanford, man, and get back in the winning column. That's all I got. Your boy Nitty out.